Hey everybody, it's Val Richardson, aka Brent. Welcome to Brent's Porch. Today's guest is Edwin Banks. Most people know him as Fats. Thanks for coming to the show, Fats.
Hey, thanks for welcoming me here, man.
All right. Well, since this is the last show of the year, 2018 is on the way out. 2019 is coming. We're going to do things a little bit different this time. So, what did you learn in 2018? How did 2018 treat you? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it indifferent? You really don't care. Let's talk about it for a second. Some people feel 2018 just was not good to them at all. We got the government shut down. Some people going to work and not getting paid. Some people staying home and not getting paid, all because Trump want to hold people hostage for a wall he said that Mexico was going to pay for.
And I would just read today that this Bama wanted to, because of the furlough, most of the cases against him is not going to go on because ain't no work going on for the government. That was the last thing I saw this morning. I was like, is he a genius or he's just... Hey, yeah, I saw that this morning. I was like, I can't believe it. So all the cases going against him is not even going to go on.
They all put on hold because the government closed.
Exactly.
Ain't that something?
He's smart.
Ain't that something?
He was stupid smart or just smart. Because I'm with him. I'm like, golly, who else could thought of that?
Yeah, you shut them in
Shut that government down, and he didn't even think about none of the cases that's going on against him. Well, I'll let you know.
Crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Yo. That's right. All his pending cases are on hold.
They done.
And he pretty much can hold the government closed indefinitely.
Exactly. And people, they
So, you know what? Maybe it's not just about that war.
It's not.
Maybe it's not just about that war.
Because I'm like, that wall could have been built by Bama's from Home Depot by now.
Mexico said they ain't paying for that wall anyway.
I don't matter. He could have paid somebody $1,000. That wall could have been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a bootleg wall right there.
As long as some offenses up there, that's what he wants.
Man, it's fence up there. It's fence up there. It ain't like it's plenty of fence across the board. A lot of the wall he want built can't get built anyway because it's on private people's property.
Right.
So you can't get trust on none of this stuff, yo.
That's why it's open the way it's open for like what, the last 100 years? We're police there, so might as well don't break nothing, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
Well, he talking about shutting down the border indefinitely. I mean, shutting down completely. That's going to cost, I read somewhere that's going to cost the U.S. $1 billion a day if he closed the border. So he's willing to make a bad situation worse.
Right?
So you know what? So you know what? It might not be just about that wall. Oh, that's crazy, bro.
It's a lot of stuff we could talk about today, yeah. Hey, look, there could be a lot of stuff we could talk about, but I'll let you.
Nah, you good, you good. Hey, what did I learn in 2018? I learned, what did I deal with 2018? Death, disappointment, and heartbreak. And I realized that I'm not equipped to deal with it as much as I thought I was. And I also learned that therapy not just for crazy people. It's also for people who not crazy, to keep them from going crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And in the black community, we don't ever talk about therapy. We're taught to man up. Just deal with it and man up.
Hey man, is that the talk this week, man?
Huh?
Really? Is that the talk this week?
I don't know what the talk is.
It's like because what you just said, it was like this, man up and all that, and I've been pushing masculinity this week, and and the loss of it, and the deterioration of it.
Oh, masculinity has definitely been deteriorated too.
And I was like this.
Insane, yo.
I don't know if I can say it, but I was talking to my wife. I was like, look, man, I'm gonna be pro masculinity forever. Because it's not taught no more.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying no hate to the moms that's raising kids on their own, but at the same time,
how can you teach a boy to be a man?
Exactly.
Let's say no hate to single moms. You gotta do what you gotta do, but it's like me trying to teach my daughter how to be a woman. I have no experience being a woman, so I would have to defer to my mom because I don't have any sisters. So I would have to defer to my mom. Like, how do I do this? What do I do? What do I do? And so many guys now that lack masculinity. Like, I don't understand rappers wearing dresses and people carrying purses. Got men carrying purses.
Oh, especially the fanny packs. It's cool, but you know, it's cool. But I'm like,
I don't know. Seeing a dude in a dress is not cool, bro.
Nah, not that. I ain't say that.
Now,
I ain't say that.
Now, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But seeing a man in a dress for fashion, that it makes no sense to me.
Nah, this is like the whole thing been taken away. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't jumping on no groups or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody play a part in it. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not one group or nothing, but you know, when you open the door one way, it opens the door for other stuff that nobody knew doors was open. Or that there was even doors for. You know what I'm saying? Y'all open up floodgates that you can't control now.
And you know, the what's that? LBTGQ.
LBGTQ.
You know, I always get that a little mixed up. You know, they all come together when somebody does something to one of them or discriminate against one of them. Why don't they come together when these black people are being murdered? Why aren't they there marching with these black people? I ain't gonna be too deep on that, but you know, everything else. Why they come? They want everybody to rally around them and their cause.
But they came in through the civil rights movement.
Why aren't they there rallying around, you know, all these other causes that's out there?
Because it came through the backs of civil rights movement. Black people trying to get their rights, but at the same time they can't get their rights if everybody else can't be. It is more inclusive than singularity. So when you see black people trying to do stuff for black people, there's always some other groups added into it in the background. So now we what? Martin Luther King, how long ago he died? That was so long ago that the stuff that he implemented is getting implemented now.
Well,
since the last 8 years with Barack?
Well, it's not implemented again for black people.
No, it's not because the civil rights movement.
We took so many steps back. It's ridiculous.
Civil rights is for whoever got that money, whoever's gonna put up. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? The people putting up the money, I can't hate on the community that's putting up the money. If they try to fight for their rights, you gotta put up money. That's how I look at it. Yeah? It's government. You gotta put up money. Make your platform and make it be known. Other than that, hey,
like all I'm saying is,
smart.
If you want everybody to support your platform, you need to go out there and support other people's platforms. Yo. That's pretty much it.
But you can't do it off the backs of people. But nobody gonna talk about that because everybody gotta be inclusive.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a tough one, man. That right there. That's a sticky situation.
You gotta dance. You gotta dance.
You gotta dance that fine line, man, because like you know they be out front of your business protesting against you.
Right, and you know, and it's not, fast, and there's no hate, and it's like sometimes, like for me this week, I've been like, let's not make blurred lines. Let's spit facts. This is what it is. This is what that is. This is what this came from. And everybody, once people be knowledgeable about things, you know what I'm saying, then you could think about things differently. You can't be in the same page as everybody else because that's how they feel. Feelings is not a masculine thing. That's how I think about it. Men don't think with their feelings all the time.
No, men don't think of their feelings, but
all the time.
But we're taught to kick feelings to the side.
Well,
you know, it's like when you see little boys crying, stop crying, man up.
You know well, I do that to my nephew, but it's almost like it's not like I'm saying stop crying. It's like, you know what I'm saying, I raised my daughter to be independent. To the point now I wish I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't teach fear. And that's the one thing you don't teach fear in kids. You don't teach them that. You know what I'm saying? My daughter know what fear is. Just live life. And I enjoy watching her live life. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how my wife said you gotta have a different approach. And working with kids for a long time, it's like, I feel it. Yes, I'm brash and upfront, but you know, when it comes to kids, I really be caring about kids. So it's like, if they ain't getting the proper teaching at home or whatever, I started to learn in 2018 that it's up to the parents. You only can give your 2 cents. And it's up to the parents who actually have these kids to talk about these situations or talk about where the kids going through, whether it's bullying, life changes, loving the same sex. It's like you gotta be able to have a open area. I grew up in I lived in San Fran, I went to Duke. You know what I'm saying? I was exposed to a lot of things. So it's like my approach to
Ellington, right?
yeah.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? And it was whole backwards there because everybody, all the dudes I thought they was a dance, I thought they was gay, but they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was a good mix. And nobody cared for real. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it when I got older. But you know, it's not a big deal to me. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around it. I worked around, you know what I'm saying? So certain things, it depends on the individual how they handle it.
You know, the one thing I taught my daughters is this. I always told them, don't ever do anything that you'll be embarrassed if somebody found out you did. Yo.
Exactly. Exactly. Never, if that's what you do, if anything, illegal, private, whatever, yo, be able to man up to it or be an adult about it.
I think that was my method of trying to teach my kids.
It's
my
not,
daughters
it's not
becoming
being a man
sluts.
about it.
I don't want my daughters being no sluts, man. I teach them that.
Yeah, just be an adult.
You know, these days, yo, things are so different. All the lines are blurred. You know, everybody fighting for attention. Everybody fighting for the spotlight.
Everybody want to have their own spot, and they stepping on people's toes. They may try and fight for the same spots forever. And that's what I look at. It's like this: if we gonna all be a human race, let's be a human race. If we not, let it be known what the separation, what the lines is.
But you know, I read an article when we were separate. You know, you had the blacks, like the segregation.
Right. Yeah.
Black people were thriving because they had to depend on each other.
Exactly.
Once they got rid of segregation, then we started depending on.
Because that's called inclusive.
The white man.
We wanted to be inclusive for something that we didn't need for. We didn't need nothing to be inclusive with. We always had our own. You know what I'm saying? Most of the stuff that go on now, we wouldn't have video games. We wouldn't have certain computer things if it wasn't for black people. So it's like, they did that on their own. And they still ain't getting the accolades. They getting the accolades now, but they ain't getting that paper behind it.
Because there's so many inventions that were created by black people that were stolen because they didn't have the money to patent it. Because the fact is that the patent office back then worked this, whoever can get the money to patent it fast enough.
That's
so,
all it was.
You know, we didn't have money to get stuff patented. So, you know, the people who worked for it got it patented, and they the ones made the fortune off of our back, as always.
And they won't trade it up for nothing. They will not trade it for nothing, man. Let me see what this tastes like, man. Yeah.
It's a little strong. There you go. Today's drink is Old Camp Peach Pecan Whiskey. We sipping on this. It's a little bit chilly outside. So
it tastes good, man.
Yeah, it's good to go.
That's good,
We're
man.
gonna knock the edge off a little bit.
I'm gonna get some water. Yeah,
don't want to be too serious today.
It's good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, we out here, West Porch. I got out, man.
It took me forever to get him on here, but I got him here. He had him here. This guy is deep. We can't get as deep as I would like to get with him.
I don't want his page locked because I'm being mean. Nah, man. We don't need that drama. No.
Yeah, we're just scratching the surface on it.
Yeah, because it's like 18 was a lot. 2018 was a lot, man.
Yeah, I think 2018 was an eye-opener for everybody.
Yeah.
For everybody.
If you don't know what racism was, oh my God. Eyes on the prize ain't going to help you right now.
You learned
know,
in 18.
2018, real life. Videos. We've been watching this for, what, the last 10 years?
Oh.
Videos, all this, and nothing ain't happening?
Yeah, racism is at a fever pitch in 2018. If you didn't know what it was before, you know what it is now. All these young people who claim, I've never been racially discriminated against. Pay attention.
But they don't,
probably
you know what? They don't know, man. They don't know, man.
It is full-fledged. How many people got the cops called on them for doing regular stuff, barbecuing, going to the pool, going to the store, waiting for a friend at Starbucks. Get police call on you for just living while black, bro.
I had the cops call on us for being in the house. That's in Cali, man. We in the house and like this. They say y'all here smoking, drinking, and partying. Where if you can't hear, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? They was like, well, this is a report we got. They came, they saw, they left. They was like, we should have known better because the Mexican family right behind y'all, they do the same thing to them every week. And they like, yeah, so they stopped coming, but they start sending the city, but it depends on where you live at, and it depends on how people treat people. So it's like, it's not everywhere. I'm not going to say it's everywhere, but racism is part of the fabric of America.
Yeah, and you can't say it's everybody, but America was definitely built on racism, bro.
And if you don't know the facts,
no doubt about that.
If you don't know the facts about things, and you just speaking on opinion, I advise people to go to the library, internet, anywhere. And you don't know anything about this history here and where we stand because they ain't scared to leave it out there.